I feel what's been coming up a lot is a fear that I made the wrong decision. I think
Mm,
like the fear of being wrong has come up a lot.
the fear of being wrong or making the wrong decision. What does that feel like in your body?
Well, right now I feel kind of anxious
Yeah,
talking. Like I feel that my chest is like bump bump.
yeah. So this anxiety around making the wrong decision.
And talking about it too.
Yeah, the fear, the vulnerability, making the wrong decision, and then talking about it. And when did you first learn that it was really important to make the right decision?
So I've thought about this a lot. And I feel like I just need to I have this memory of when I was really young, probably through like before I was four, like four or before. And my memory, and my whole family knows this memory too, but it's so distinct. I remember in my perspective, my dad came home and I was really excited to show him this little snow globe. And I remember dropping it and I remember it breaking everywhere and just feeling like so scared, thinking that he was going to be so mad at me and just feeling like so like guilty, ashamed, and like I did something totally wrong, even though it was a mistake.
Yeah. And so the only reason why you would feel that is if even before then you had experienced and
Mm,
felt his tension or anger, otherwise it wouldn't have been present there.
you're right. That's my first memory that I can think of.
Yeah, so that I call that a catalyzing event, but it's not the whole picture because you were already experiencing and feeling the tension that you felt around your father, and then it became solidified in that moment. So, what was there to be tense about around your father?
Everything.
Yeah. So, because why was it important to be tense around your father?
If I wasn't careful, and it didn't even have anything to do with me. Whatever was going on with him. Like it's you never know. Like it's like eggshells. Yeah.
You gotta be walking on eggshells, and you have to be careful and not
Hmm.
make mistakes or make wrong choices. Or so you embodied that tension in your body, and I mean, when you're a little child, your parents are literal gods. They have the power of pleasure and pain, of fear. They can make thunder from the sky. They can, you know, they're bigger, they're intimidating, all that stuff. So we have to create our own kind of mythology, just like mythology around the gods. We have to make our own mythology. So one of the mythologies is maybe I'll be safe if I stay tense and anxious and really try really hard to make the right decisions. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, we're supposed to have a rite of passage where we let go of those childhood things and then we actually get a choice. But because we don't have a rite of passage in our culture, um, is that we don't really shed those childhood forms. So would you be willing to let go of the tension and like the insistence on doing it right?
Yes.
And where do you feel it in your body?
I feel it so much right here.
Yeah, and what's the physical sensation like?
It's very tense and fluttery.
Tense and fluttery. Yeah.
Hmm.
That had an emotional quality.
It's a lot. Uh, it feels more than one. It feels
Yeah.
like
It's a
uh,
nice blend.
it feels like I want to say excitement, but I think that there's also a lot of anxiety, which
Yeah,
I think that they can go together
they
sometimes.
go hand in hand.
It feels like survival is what's coming up.
Life and death, really. Yeah, I got to get it right. I got to do it right. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it feels like when you're around these powerful gods because they can squish you like a bug. Yeah, just let yourself feel all that.
Yeah, I feel a little sad too.
Yeah, sad. Yeah, and sadness is around the loss because the little girl wants to be around parents that are loving and see her and appreciate her and adore her and are safe for her and all that stuff. And we all, on some level, know that that's the potential for it. And we can tell that it's wrong or something's off base when it's not like that because there's some underlying knowing that we're supposed to feel safe and loved by our parents, by the gods. And so there's a loss around that because you knew what was possible. Just let yourself feel all that in your body. And are you ready to do a rite of passage where you become, the source of your own approval?
Yeah.
And just wrap all that tension and that heaviness around your heart. All the times and ways, conscious and unconscious, that you felt this anxiety and stress. All the times and ways, conscious and unconscious, you second guessed yourself or judged yourself, or just keep wrapping that around your heart like steel bands. You tell me when you got it all there. Just let yourself feel it. It's beautiful. Yeah, like it's so difficult. These innocent little children, and they're just trying to do their best, and they're in these tense situations with these people that are angry and unsafe. And it's just not what we want. And just really you're doing beautifully. Just let yourself feel it. It totally makes sense to feel this way. It's just all been stuffed in there. Yeah. Just keep letting yourself feel it. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Tell me when you got it all around your heart.
What?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's been happening right on up to today. It's been perpetuated. It just feels so limiting. It's not the way you want to be in the world, feel in the world. You have this bright, joyful engagement, and just feeling like you have to be so careful and right. It feels like such a burden, such a limitation.
Okay.
You got it all around there?
I don't know.
You're doing a great job because it's really letting yourself fully feel
I
it.
can't stop laughing.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My most powerful shifts have always come with a lot of laughter. That was all it was. Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
Just imagine it's all around your heart like steel bands. Then you're going to take the deepest breath you ever took at the center of your chest and just burst all those bands and let it go. And another one to clear it all out. Now just check your heart again and see how it feels.
It's a lot lighter, but it feels like a little ripple still.
Okay, let's just feeling into that ripple. If it had an emotional quality, what would it be?
Sad. Sad is coming up again.
Yeah, what do you feel sad about?
I'm not sure.
If you did know, what would it be first thing? Not from your head, but from your source.
Loss keeps coming up.
Yeah, and what did you lose? First thing.
I guess the only thing I ever knew, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, great. Yeah, so letting this go, as this has been a safe anchoring point, it's actually been, you've had it so long that there's a loss to losing it. So this is a really good sign. Again, like a sense of sadness or loss means we really have deeply let go of something that we've been attached to. So, there's the loss of the thing that's made us feel secure. And then there's also the sense of loss is, oh, like this freedom was available to me all those times I've been missing out on it. So there's two kinds of loss that go with letting go. And it's really a appropriate place to be. So now just feeling all the spaces of the things that you've lost, the tension, the anxiety, the being careful and all that stuff. And what would you like to replace that with?
Freedom is what's coming up.
Okay, so just picture a big cloud of freedom above your head. What color is it?
Light blue.
Light blue, and just feel that light blue freedom. And you're just going to start breathing it into all the spaces where the tension and the anxiety and the stress and the control and being careful. You're just going to start filling up all those spaces of things you lost, and this is the thing you gain is freedom. Just keep breathing freedom into every little place in your body.
Thank you.
Great work. Thank you so much. And just for our newcomers, as you're invited, as we're working through these things, to feel them in yourself and to walk through the guided letting go and the filling up, and you can replace it with your own thing, or we all have some of everything that everybody has, and you're welcome to join in. It really does make a difference to participate and get the benefit of other people's vulnerability and sharing, because we're all having this human experience together.